We are iexceed, and we're here to present the Epsilon digital banking platform. Over the next 2 days, you'll see a lot of pretty apps, cool solutions, everything from AI to blockchain. We are here to bring it back to reality. The reality is, most banks here use probably 4 or 5-year-old digital banking apps. They're probably these big monolithic applications which are taking increasingly longer and longer to add new features, functions. The release cycles are becoming more expensive and time-consuming. And if only there was a way to solve this. The Epsilon micro app architecture lets you make releases faster, add newer features and functions very easily. Imagine building apps were like putting together Lego blocks. And you have your block, and it's as easy, adding a new function is as easy as adding another block. That's what Epsilon micro apps let you do it. What are micro apps? Micro apps are modular, interoperable, standalone applications which can be bolted on top of your existing applications. And what this gives you is the advantage of having to just test this little piece of functionality that you're adding without touching the larger app or affecting your clients who are already using your existing app. This not only saves time, it avoids the entire life cycle of development, deployment, testing. So let's take a simple consumer banking app. If I want to make some changes, let's say I want to add a chatbot functionality. I want to make some changes to my bill pay screen, make it more beautiful, add some enhancements, and probably add some promotions. And let's say we do this in every 2 months. And today, the way you would do this is go, write a bunch of code, make get into a month-long project, make a release that rolls out to all your clients. With our micro app platform, you get this Epsilon micro app repository, which comes with a set of pre-built micro apps. And these apps, like I said, are standalone apps. They work as an application themselves. You could put on the App Store. Or you could take this app and add it as a screen or a tab or as a feature into an existing mobile app. So for example, if I want to, let's say, look at my ACH payment function, it comes with all the bells and whistles in terms of version control, audit, all the asset functionality. The micro app's smart enough to know that there are other dependent apps underlying that. For example, for an ACH app, I would probably add some details around biller or bill pay details. That's a sub-app that gets embedded. The platform takes care of all that. It takes care of all the release management. And like I said, now if we were to add this to our existing consumer app, we will show how easy it is to do that without having to do a lot of coding, without affecting our existing app. Anshu here would help you with this.
Thanks, Karthik. So the developer has typically multiple options. He could choose to package these micro apps, embed that within the base version of the app, and then release the entire app as it is to the outside world. Or he can also use the customizer feature available within the platform to give a handle to the user to make changes based on their personal needs and requirements. For this particular scenario, we are going to use the customizer option available within the platform to make use of the features by dragging and dropping the required functionality onto the landing page. So if you see, we have options for widgets, functions, and navigators to add to the landing page. So let's say in this particular instance, we want to add promotions to the landing page, which needs to be available as part of the dashboard. And let's assume that we've got a new version of the bill pay, which was an existing micro app, and that has now been updated to a new version. So we just drag and drop that. And like Karthik mentioned, we want to probably add the chatbot feature as well. So we just drag and drop that and add that over here. So all these functional items are grouped as micro apps, and they can easily be executed as standalone pieces. So once that is done, all the user has to do is just refresh the app, and let's see if those features are now available for us to use. So as we can see, the promotions tab has been added on, and so is the bill pay and the chatbot. Let's look at the bill pay to see what the changes are. Looks like they've added new banners over here. Similarly, if you go to the chatbot, let's see if the chatbot functions. Let's say we want to do a funds transfer transaction, so I just key in the keyword FT, which stands for funds transfers. I select the from account, and I enter provide the to account to initiate the transaction, and say yes to confirm the transaction. So as we can see, the transaction has been successfully completed. The usage of these micro apps enables us to package similar functionality items within individual component, and then bundle that to the base version of the app. Back to you, Gautam.
So as you saw, it didn't need a lot of technical skills to make a change to the app. And more importantly, we got to use these micro apps across apps. It could be used anywhere in the enterprise for any other application. The bank could add its own set of micro apps into our repository and maintain it going forward. And what this gives you is not just the ability to cut down your release cycle, but also have these modular apps build and launch new features literally in weeks and not the current months it takes. We at iexceed, our platforms powering the digital transformation of over 50 banks globally, including some of the largest banks in the world. We'd love to show you under the hood the actual platform and how this works. Please stop by in a booth. Thank you.
Thank you.